Yo, what up, Netsies in the internet world? It's your boy President Lars. I'm here with my man
Mmlp.
Yeah, I made him introduce himself for that shit Mmlp in the building. We got the weekly briefing on the rundown from last week. The first battle we've actually got on the list of shit here is Mmlp against Bobby Bigelow. So tell us a little about that one since it's your battle.
This is your interview?
Ooh.
I'll do featuring Mmlp.
Yeah, I'll do some interview, but I want to ask you some questions. So
people want to hear your opinion first, and then we'll go to them.
Mmlp against Bobby. Now, I rate both of these guys. Obviously, I know this faggot here. Bobby's a cool person. He's from RMBVA. He's more on the text battle side, so I rate him for his text battles. I rate him for showing up for the Topical League because I don't think he's done this shit before, to my knowledge. Mmlp. He got the win last week. I can't say I dispute it. I think he had the better verse. I like Bobby though, man. I hope Bobby sticks around. He's a good writer. So fair play to him for stepping up and stepping to the plate. I respect anybody that signs up for the league, shows up, gets their votes in. That's it.
And drops something good. He did drop something good.
No, it's good. It's good,
I honestly never heard of him before. I think I saw one of his verses before this battle, but it didn't really stand out. I don't want to be a dick, but it just didn't stand out. But he dropped something alright. Like I wasn't like when I dropped my verse and his verse dropped. I wasn't like fucking hell, I've got this. You know what I mean? I was thinking shit. I can see why people would sway towards him.
No, I like that. That's a good humble characteristic to have, to be honest.
No, it's the truth. It's not even me being like fucking on the odd one. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. No,
same with this week as well.
No, that's a good one. So next on the list here we got
He
Enigma.
told me this was his fucking thing.
I'll do some interview as well. Like if you ask me questions later for the interview bit, I'll do that.
You've got to start.
I know, whatever. So next up we had
Nigma
Nigma and Mr. J. It's not Big J. Big J's don't flop. Nigma against Mr. J. Nigma ended up winning this shit. Now, both of these were good writers. This was a controversial match. I didn't want to get involved, to be honest with you. As president of the league, I prefer to just do the moderation side. I stay out of the battles as much as I can. Obviously, there is times where I need to get involved. I think this one went something like 5-5 in each other's favour. So this was a tough battle to vote on. I really tried to hold off, man. Whoa, press the button. Fuck's sake. Sorry about the blackout. Wayne hasn't paid the electric bill. Press it harder, faggot. Right, so you can still hear me anyway. Yeah, that's good. We're back. Yo, President Lars. I'm not going to start the old shit again. Okay, so in this battle we had Nemo against Mr. J. It was a good battle. I hated the fact that I had to vote. Eventually I voted for Nigma. Now it was purely on personal preference for this one. He's more the technical writer, which is what I adhere to, more so with the rhyme schemes, the technical, mechanical merit behind it.
Nigma
is sick, man. It could have gone over either way, to be honest with you. Mr. J had a good verse. I liked his tie-in at the end.
I love Mr. J. Mr. J,
he's a good lad. He's a good writer.
He'll pop something up within fucking hours, you know what I mean?
That's what I like, the speed writers. That's what I'm all about.
But it's not just you can tell it's keyed, but there's a story behind it.
Exactly. It takes his time.
There's content behind it.
He has, and it doesn't take him long to do, which I respect that shit.
I actually preferred his ending to the verse. The only reason I didn't vote on this one is because I didn't quite understand if Nigma was actually talking about Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, I had trouble with that, to be honest with you.
You know what I mean?
Enigma's was confusing last week, man. It was more about an LSD trip later on. I don't know. He sort of lost me along the way.
It seemed like he wrote 12 and then just come back.
I agree somewhat in that extent. And
if you watch one about Stephen Hawking, it's Stephen with a PH rather than EV.
Yeah, I got you. No problem. Well, the next up then we got on here is Timeless against Flow Real. Now, Flow Real is a good lad. He's a local lad. He lives in Birmingham. It's like a city away from us. Timeless, I don't know at all, but he's the league's Iron Man. I've always said that from day one. I'm glad he keeps showing us respect. Flow Real's late this week, which pissed me the fuck off, but he better be there on my birthday, so I've invited him along. Look at his face here. Who's the better of these two, in your opinion?
Oh, it's got to be Timeless. He's got more. He's more seasoned.
More seasoned? He has been doing this a long time, to be fair, whereas Flo, I'd say only really the last 2-3 years maybe is when he started popping up. I collabed with him a few times in the open mic, but before that, yeah, I don't really think he was about.
I think he beat me on Project Roy.
Who? Timeless. Timeless may have been beat you on Project Roy. He lost to me, I remember, as Robin Banks, so I'm calling that shit. I love that shit. I'm 3-0 against Timeless, but he's a good writer. When I first started backing it up with bullshit, love it. Fair play. So let's get in quickly. To this God Complex against ULLR. Now, I personally love God Complex. Unborn Buddha, I think, is a sick writer. Is one of my tips to champ the whole season.
Well, you're biased to ULLR. I was a bit bitter of the way we lost to him on the Rap Royalty in the tag teams. What's his name?
Shogun Cross. I know
That was
who you
it.
mean.
I'm sure it was the other guy. It was the other guy.
Shogun Cross. There was one called Aowl, but I'm sure it was ULLR.
Right. Alright, fair enough.
Baron
Anyway,
X, basically. So,
Yeah, fucking. I did like God Complex one.
he's good.
I
ULR's
read, I read,
good.
I read Bad Versus. I didn't vote. I read Bad Versus. I did like Complex a lot.
I like, yeah, I think
Because
Complex
that's not
match,
me
that shit, man.
being a bitter fucking. Fan.
No, that's why he's in the chat match, man. He's a good writer. He'll always be there or
Exactly,
thereabouts as long as he's writing. I rate God Complex a lot. So next we got on here is Vividly Vague against Sovereign. Now this is a strange one for me. Vividly Vague seems to be a sort of freestyle key writer. Sovereign seems to take his time on about it. I don't know if he's from Let's Beef. That's how it seemed to me from the sort of style he uses. Now I'm actually quite a fan of his style. I like that he uses the schemes wherever he's got the length to his verses. He's quite a quick writer, in fairness. It doesn't always come off as like syllable mismatching or whatever there, but
Yeah.
I rate the guy. Honestly, he's quite new to me. I haven't seen the name before, but I actually rate him. I think he could do well if he stuck around.
How would you define key?
Key style. Well, I'd say
slightly writing fast.
I would say so. If you could turn around a verse in 12, 24 hours, I'd class that as a key style, even though you got some time to do it. There's a few writers who need
Because
an
they're
entire
pretty
week
long verses.
to do it. Yeah, that's what I mean. To put up that length of a verse in such a short time span, I'd say he's
That's what I
definitely
mean. That's what I
a
want
key
you to
style
define.
writer.
Define.
That's what I'd say. I mean, everyone has their own definitions. There's no sort of rules behind it or whatever, but that's definitely what I'd say. Someone who puts together a verse in 12 or 24 hours, if they've got a verse of, say, 30, 40 lines maybe, that's definitely what I'd call a key styler or a speed writer. Okay? So that one finished up going Vividly Vague's way. I can't say I disagree with the decision, to be honest. I like Vividly Vague. I haven't read too much. I've read a couple on Netsies. I actually thought it was a girl for a long time, I'll be honest. But yeah, Vividly Vague got the win. So next we're moving on to Razza. I call him Razza. I heard someone call him Razor recently, which I don't like. I call him Razza. And he was up against NYC Spitz, who's a good writer. I don't know if he's Asian. He used to post a hip-hop game, which is a predominantly Asian website. Anyway, I know that NYC got the win.
I voted for NYC. I voted for NYC Splits. I thought he had a lot more in his verse.
Yeah.
He built a premise to build on as well. It was. I said this in the vote as well. In Razzo's verse, it was technically proficient. It was actually.
He's got good flow. Razzo.
I was actually rapping it as I was reading it.
Yeah, you can. That's what I mean.
But it just kind of felt like. It just felt like a bit of a poem. It didn't feel like it was going anywhere.
Rather than a rap verse. Sort
yeah,
of.
it was just a point and an end, and it was just
no in between.
Whereas I wouldn't say is. I mean this and the New York's fucking NYC's verse had a. It was an abrupt ending. It was
yeah.
It was
I don't think he developed it last week as much as he can do.
It was a bit stupid. It was funny if anything, but like. I did enjoy reading it through. Like,
yeah, he's a good writer.
If it was in the poem league, I mean, I would give that to Razzo because it was more profound.
I like both in different ways. That's the thing with me. I like Razzo's style in that he's got the short lines.
It's on preference.
It's all personal preference at the end of the day. That's why it was the most
debated battle.
Yeah, from last week. Yeah, I agree.
Easily the most debated battle.
Not the most controversial though, because we're going to get back to that shit in a bit.
I'm pretty sure when I voted because I voted for the splits. He was 3-0 up at that point. And when you told me it was like 4-3 to Raz.
Yeah, it switched completely. That battle was mad in votes last week, complete back and forth. It turned on the sixpence. It was crazy.
That's what I mean. That come down to preference, and that's what I wanted.
But that's what the AOW is about. Do you know what I mean?
I wanted to vote on that battle because I felt like people should be seeing this battle.
Yeah, but I say in a lot of battles you'll find on different sites. I'm not pointing out any sites in particular, rapbattles.com, but you'll find where there's some shit where the favourite goes up maybe 3-0 and then there's like copycat voters, man. They'll just literally drop in, they'll see what everyone else has written, they think, yeah, this is an easy vote on this battle, I'm just going to get my links in, I'm going to put a vote to this geezer who's already up anyway, so it's not like my vote matters, I'll just do it to get my single votes in, and then that's it, the battle's wrapped up. Where it's not like that in Netsies, man. I respect you all for that, I swear on my life, I respect you all.
Yeah, actually right. The amount of times I've actually been like 2 or 3 up, I swear to God, and I've lost the vote.
Yeah, you've ended up losing, which I think it's a credit to them, to be honest with you, in that they don't just sort of copycat vote, they don't copy what everyone else has done, they actually take the time and they're just like, you know what, I'm going to go against the grain here, I don't like this run of votes, I think this guy won, and I respect the people that have done that, man. Honest voters always.
I'm rap royalty, I'm not going to fuck up names. I'm rap royalty and Project Rhyme. I actually As soon as I went down a vote, I knew I'd lost, basically. Because
Got the feeling in your stomach, you're just like, yeah, that's it. There's going to be an avalanche of voters.
People don't really consider the content. They don't consider what's gone into it. They just think, okay.
Some are thinking, there's an easy vote for me. I'll get that link in.
Exactly.
I know it happens.
I actually,
don't get me wrong. I know
it takes me. I swear to God, it takes me like 20 minutes to vote. I want to make sure what I've got down.
You sort of ascertain everything that you can from there.
I want people to appreciate the feedback as well. I want people to think like, okay, hasn't just.
Well, that's what we write for. Do you know what I mean? If it was all about just pure votes, nobody'd ever get any better. They'd show no improvement at all. They rely on that accurate feedback to say, yeah, I like this, but I didn't like this, and this is how you could have improved. And that's what we all want at the end of the day. We're all looking for that dedication back. So we get that feedback, we build on it, we become better writers. That's what it's all about. Yeah. Let's move on then. So we've talked for ages, 10 minutes. Yeah, shit. Phrase against YDK. Who do you think won that one? I'm going to put it on you.
I like YKD.
YDK.
YDK. Sorry.
It's always written on there, drunken shit.
You've written it wrong.
I know.
I'm facing him.
Yeah, shit, it was Mmlp against YDK this week. He's actually posted. That shit's up for votes. If you view the magazine before you vote, get that shit in now. Phrase is really good. He's one of the more text battler side that came over to the topical league after me running the RMBVA, so mad respect to Phrase for that. I don't know if I say your name right, but I always call you Phrase. I don't know if that's how it's meant to be done, so sorry if not. YDK is a veteran. He's more of a poetry sort of guy from what I knew in the past. He's stepped into the AOWL in the previous seasons. I like his rhyme schemes. When he turns it on, he's actually brilliant. Like, he could be a top tier writer. The thing with YDK, I think, is that he's the family man. He's got kids, he's got a wife. He doesn't always have that time to dedicate fully to the league as much as I'd like him to. That's no fault of his own, don't get me wrong. That's more my personal thing. But I think if he had that dedication behind him and he was shown week in, week out, he put in the time.
He clearly knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing, don't get me wrong. Yeah, he's not a new writer. He's not an amateur at all. He is good at what he does, but if he had more time to dedicate to his craft...
No qualms about him posting late, by the way. No qualms.
Nah, never that.
I did it last week as well, so fuck it.
I say I'd always sooner a no-show
exactly,
slip by rather than someone
that's a general consensus.
That's what I genuinely do. I'd always sooner give you the extra time and let you post.
I actually said to fucking Lars, leave it till fucking tomorrow afternoon.
Just give him the time, which is fair. But YDK...
You want a good matchup, though.
YDK caught the win in that one. I'm trying to hurry up because we're at the 12-minute mark already. We've got 2 triple O here against Systematic Infection. Now, Systematic Infection, he's a fucking no-showing dick, man. I'm not going to lie. I've put him in 2 or 3 times now. He's no-showed every time, showing no respect. I don't know how Adonis feels on this, so I'm calling it off my own back, but fuck that faggot, man. He's not signing back in. Not this season, at least. I'm blanking the fucker out. He can fuck off. Yeah. 2 triple O. He's a legend, and he lives in the northeast of England, so big up, man. England repping.
He represents, man.
He represents.
No, but he's always showing, you know what I mean?
No, the thing is, he always shows, yeah, he's consistent, he drops messages and votes every week.
He's got a genuine passion for it.
He has got a genuine passion for it, and that's what I love, because he's actually been doing this for about 7-8 years. You wouldn't ever know it. Yeah, you would never know it to look at his
You said he's quite young?
Well, I thought he was quite young. I used to think he was a teenager. I got corrected on it, so he's not a teenager at all. He's been doing this years. 2003, 4 times, I think, from what people are saying.
Yeah, people have said...
I can't help but laugh at Y2K, man. 2 triple O is hilarious.
2 triple O.
2 cripple.
Yeah, people have said to him, you know, this is areas where you can improve. Like, you know, I kind of wish he took that all on.
Yeah, he doesn't take it on board, man. That's at his own detriment.
Well, he's wrote a long verse this week, and I'm hoping to see some improvement. I haven't read it yet.
He's against Jezadist this week. Now, Jezadist is from Spoken Verses Written. That's how I pronounce it. Yeah, Jezadist is from Spoken Verse Written, which is the same site as Zygote. Nigma even, I think, posted there. I'm sure F posted there from what he's been saying. But yeah, he is sick considering it's his second language. I really liked his verse this week. I think 2 triple O's got a problem there. I can see him catching the L this week. He's not as technically proficient. I mean, he's in the UK, so I have to show 2 Crips some love, but I reckon fucking Jezadist got it this week, man. And I don't like saying that before the battles either, do you know what I mean? I like to see the battles wrapped up before the video drops, but it is what it is, man. I'll just keep it where we all. I reckon Jezadist got that shit easily, like easy 3-0, 4-0, 5-0 victory, whatever.
You speak in Eastern with them, got to these.
Yeah, no problem. So the next up we've got Spoken versus Derg. Now Derg's the Irish geezer. You might know him as Daigle the Fagel, aka I'm sat alone with a pizza. It's a vegetarian pizza on the webcam. AKA cry fuck my bitch. You know what that is. I'm not going to go into it anymore. I'm slightly drunk. I'm sorry.
Do go into it.
Don't you know that story?
No.
Oh shit, mate! It goes way back.
Can you keep it brief?
I'll try. Basically, he meets
this. Is 10 minutes, eh? Oh, no.
Yeah, he meets this friend on rapbattles.com called Cry. He meets up with him in the flesh. I don't know exactly what went on, but long story short, Cry ended up shagging his bird. And then they fell out as friends. He's fucking left it to one side. I don't know exactly what happened with the other one, but apparently he got demoderated or something. He posts up this...
That's your revenge.
He posts up this webcam video, and there's just him and a lonely vegetarian pizza being ate on webcam. I'm sorry, Dirk. I rate you. You show up every week for the league. Lars has got love for you, but fuck off, man. That is too funny.
I'm not laughing, don't post.
I can't help that shit. Dirk... Daigle, what the fuck am I? Oh shit!
Just get a new one.
Oh, yeah, just get a new one. Oh, I'm on the case. So yeah, Dirk actually won that battle, surprisingly. I don't think he'll win any more after this recent slating. But that was a good battle. Spoken caught the L. He went something like 0-3. His battle record doesn't really show his skill in this league. Spoken's actually good. I've just put him up against hard competition and he's caught the L 3 weeks in a row. So he's actually down there with 2 Crip at the minute. But both of those guys deserve wins for their effort and their anticipation.
I'll do like Dirk, is it? I'll do like
Dirk.
I'll say Dirk, I'll do like Dirk. I like Frank as well. I know you don't like Frank, but I like
Frank's last on the list. We've got him coming next.
I like
Go.
I like Frank.
I like Frank. Frank's a legend, man. Absolute legend.
You two seem to have some...
Nah, never. With me and Frank, it's more like a sibling rivalry, if anything. It's like he was my own brother and the two of us competing in a similar sport. So we clash from time to time. But me and Frank actually get on. I've known him about 12 years. He's a top troll. He loves to get the build-up and the hype behind battles by pissing people off. He's always up to some antics to create interest around the league. I mean... F. Reilly is a Scottish geezer. He caught the win last week. It was a controversial battle. Frank ended up pulling his fucking verse, which is just madness considering he's like a 10-year, 15-year veteran in the game. I've known him since his name was IE at rapbattles.com. That's how long ago I've known that geezer, even before Rhyme and Reason. I mean, he's lost with this shit. But I know that shit. Frank knows that shit. I know what he's capable of. Pulling your verse... But pulling your verse is not allowed at all. I don't know why he done that shit. It's a childish thing to do, to be honest. But
I don't know he did that, but that's why.
Right.
No, it is, of course it is.
We're going to end the video on this bit, and then we're going to get into some questions with Mmlp. I'll put it up as a separate video because this is 20 minutes long. All right, peace. Get another bit.